Hi guys, it's Mina. Welcome back to another nighttime pouring edition. We're going to be doing something really fun. I love these colors and there's something I want to try, so we're going to see what it is. See what happens. This is a 24 by 24 inch gallery wrapped canvas from Artist Loft. We have taped the back and put our giant push pins in. They are linked in the description box for you. Let me show you my colors real quick. Okay, first one we have is Arteza's Sea Green. Really pretty color. And I added a little bit of 24 karat gold to it. That just made it a little bit more sparkly and shimmery. Really pretty color. So my paint is leaving a mound on a mound. This is all mixed with Liquitex Gloss Medium, the paint, and some Floetrol. And so that's the sea green from Arteza's Pearl Sea Green. This one is actually Golden's Iridescent Copper. Beautiful. Just delicious color. So I used the Pearl Marmalade in the last pour I did, and I wanted to use the copper in the Golden's Copper in this one just to sort of see the difference between the two. So we'll see. This is the Golden's Copper. I also have here my DecoArt Americana Decor Metallics in 24 karat gold. Somebody had asked me if I'd ever done a pour without it. I have, actually, a couple of them. This next one is Arteza's Pearl Pistachio, and with this palette I actually was thinking about adding a white, but I didn't really want to dull down the colors very much because I like using the pistachio, but I did add about maybe a teaspoon of the white satin enamels in here, the pure white DecoArt Americana Decor satin enamels in pure white, just a little tiny bit. So maybe it'll give us some cloudy effects. That's the Pearl Pistachio. Then I have here Paynes Gray from Golden's. Just gorgeous, delicious. So we have 2 cups of the Golden's Paynes Gray. One is going to be our Flow Extender background color, and one's going to be in the pour. Okay, so let's layer our cup. For a 24 by 24 inch canvas, we need about 21 ounces of paint. So that's filling this up to the top. So, okay. We're going to start with, I put a little bit of this in the bottom. We're going to layer the cup tonight. We're not going to do a dirty cup. Okay, we're going to come in with some of that sea green next. Then a little bit of gold. Now some of the Pearl Pistachio. Now I'm going to put some of the copper in there. Come back to the Paynes Gray again. And I think we're just going to repeat that same pattern. Sea green. Actually, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to put some copper on the other side of this first. And then the gold, because I really like that combination. I love the copper and the gold together next to each other. It's so pretty. I think I want to put some Payne. No, I don't want to put Paynes. I don't like the Paynes next to the gold very, very much. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to put some sea green in first. Then the Paynes. Now we're going to come in with the pistachio again. And some more copper. So my theory in putting the pistachio in here is that that's not really a green. It's more of a pearl color with just a very slight hint of green to it. So that's why I'm comfortable putting it next to purple and putting it next to copper and whatever. Okay, some more Paynes Gray. Alright, so that's our cup. Ready to go, and I didn't spill too much. That's good. Okay, 24 by 24 inch canvas. So we're actually going to, I'm going to pour a puddle of the Paynes Gray first. In the center. Okay. I'm going to pour a puddle of this first. And then I'm going to pour some gold in the center of that. And we're going to pour into the gold. Okay. Now, if you remember, while I'm pouring it, watch the edge of the ring that I'm pouring, because it's going to probably roll over this gold at some point. Okay. Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
Aye, lassie.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to do a straight pour from up high. Get down closer and get less blending. Go up a little higher, we get more blending. Get down closer as we get to the end of the cup. Alright, let's move these out of the way. Turn this around. Let's torch it first before we put our flow extender down. Now, I'm going to take our Paynes Gray and we're just going to go around this. Okay. Now we're going to put some of this one on the corners. Just want to thin that out just a tiny bit. Just a bit thick. Okay, that's better. So this is the same paint that you would use as a base coat. I just like pouring it around the pour instead of having it down on the canvas before I do the pour. So, use our spatula and spread this out. Make sure you have enough on your corners. So just real quick, I want you guys, if I watch something interesting. So when I touch the paint with the spatula, it kind of almost changes color. That's the Floetrol. So don't be freaked out if that happens. I guess I'm talking to newer painters. But if that does happen, it's okay, because when it dries, it's still going to dry the same color. It's just the Floetrol doing that. It does that, so don't stress about it. I think the first video we actually ever put up, Celestial Gold, it was driving me nuts because it was brown. There was this Van Dyke brown that was a gorgeous color. And every time I would touch it, it would look like a different color. And I was like, wait, how's this possible? So, it's pretty funny. Okay. This is really pretty. I'm happy with this. Okay. Because we're using a darker color as the base coat background color. I want to make sure I have a little bit on the edges before we start tilting, because this will help our paint. When this paint slides over the edge, it's going to stick to the paint that I'm putting on there now and give us good coverage, make it nice and even. What happened there? Why is there like gold? Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, my nose always starts itching as soon as I've got gloves on with paint on them. All right, so looking at this, this is very cool. I love this, the center. Not crazy about that gigantic cell that came up in the middle of there. Let's see if we can't do something. No, I'm not going to do anything to it because it's just going to get weird. Okay, but this is really cool. I like what's happening in here. I like what's happening over here. I like the sides. See, there's your flames all in here. You get a close-up of right there. There's your... And see, the pistachio looks like it's white. It doesn't look like it's pistachio. So, okay. Let's do this. I like this the most, so I want to keep that. So I'm going to take that over this edge first and sort of anchor it there. Actually, I'm going to tilt it this way first. We're going to go around in a circle a little bit. To the original plan. We're going to go off that corner first to anchor it. Just nice and slow, walking it down the canvas a little at a time. Okay, and see the Paynes Gray is what's rolling off the side now. We're just going to go to that edge and see it's very slowly. That's fine right there. It doesn't need to go more than that. So you could at this point just take your finger and sort of stretch this edge over rather than having a ton of paint go off the corner. All right, go back down towards the center again. Towards that other edge. Paynes Gray is sliding. That's perfect. Let that go off. Just grab the edge of it with my finger and pull it over. That's great. Okay. Take it back down towards the center again. Now we're going to go down that corner. Actually, I'm going to go off this corner first. Center a little bit. And then nice and slow. Towards the center again. Okay. I like this, I think. Wow, those are some big cells up there. I think I want to take a little bit more of this corner off, because there still feels like there's a lot of paint on here still. So where's the weight of the paint? We're going to go down off that corner. So if you think of your pour kind of like a pizza crust or pizza dough, that you roll it out, you stretch it one direction, and then you turn it, and it kind of springs back a little bit, and then you stretch it in the other direction, and then it kind of springs back a little bit, and then you turn it and stretch it in the other direction. So your paint is kind of elastic like that, doing the same sort of thing. We're going to take this down towards the center and then go off that corner. My nose is really itchy right now. Of course it is.
Somebody out there yelling at you, what are you doing?
Okay, just going to take a little bit more of that blue off. Okay. Now we're going to go back down towards the middle, so the opposite of the way we just came. Nice and slow. No rush. Sorry. Too itchy. I think I want to take a little bit of this off. It's so funny how it looks so white. Just let that slide down. About there. Bring it back this way. Towards that side. Recenter everything. That's pretty cool. I like that. This is really vibrant. So the question now is, do we want to keep this blue corner? Because it does work with that one. Then do we want to take that off? Or do we just leave it alone? Let's wipe my hands a bit and then we'll torch it. And hopefully we'll come up with an idea by the time we're done torching. It's pretty cool though. I do like it. I really like all of these big cells with the copper and the gold. It's really pretty. And I love this Paynes Gray in here. That thing I'm not crazy about, but... Okay. Okay. So I think I actually want to leave this like this. I'm a little tempted to take some of that off, but I really like the contrast that's happening there. So I think we're just going to stay just like this. This part's really, really pretty in there. It's like those fingerlings, and then there's copper inside and that lighter sea green. Really cool. Lots of gold in here, just a very faint shadow of copper in there. Neat. Cool stuff. I think I do want to take this down a little bit. Just because it doesn't, I don't know. What do you think? Should we lose some of this?
Good.
Yeah? Okay. Slide down. okay now. See, so we still have that big blue, but that's okay because there's a little bit less paint on here. So I'm just going to take this back down this way a little bit. Okay. I think we're going to leave it just like that because it is really cool. And I do like all the colors. Actually, the only thing I want to do is take some of this off. There seems to be a lot. Well, I don't know. No, I think I'm just going to leave it like that. Because it's neat. Very pretty. I love all these cells that are coming up with that, the Paynes Gray in between. And in this area, there's some, this is pretty where the copper is meeting that pistachio white color. That's awesome. There's a little bit of like a periwinkle around these big gold boulder cells, which is pretty cool. So this is still going to keep developing and selling up. There's more cells coming up down there. There's more cells in that little Paynes Gray part in the center. It's funny because that's the part that I thought I was going to like the most, but I'm actually really liking all of this a lot more. So funny how it morphs and like changes. Oh, these are so cute. Look at those little cells in the copper. I love that. Okay, that's cool. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful weekend, and I will show you this one when it's dry. Okay, so here we are a few days later, and it's all dry now. This is pretty cool, guys. Look at that copper. Just gorgeous. Ooh, sorry about that. Really, really cool. Beautiful, especially next to the gold. That's just awesome. And the Arteza sea green in there with that lovely, delicious dark Paynes Gray on the corner. Almost black. It's so dark. It's amazing. I love this part. Look at that. So cool. So cool. Up in the corners. So there's the pistachio. Everything that looks white. It's not pistachio. It's not green. It's a pearl color. So there's that pistachio color and the gold. And I really like this part, how you just see a little bit of the gold on the pistachio, and then the sea green is over there. And then the dark, beautiful Paynes Gray with these amazing cells. Look how cool those are. That's cool. Beautiful lines. And these little fingerlingy thingies. Very cool. I like these cells up here too, in copper. Very pretty. But these cells are so awesome. Kind of stripy cells too, and there's like some, sorry, it's really windy all of a sudden. Can you settle down please, Gail? Thank you. It's gonna blow the painting off. Let's wrap this up before that happens. So this was Arteza's sea green and the 24 karat gold and the pistachio from Arteza with Golden's copper, iridescent, and the Paynes Gray. So there is no additional varnish on this. This is just how it dried. It's got beautiful bling and shimmer to it. It's not dull and chalky. It does dry with a beautiful luster. There is no additional varnish applied after it dried. We usually do not put varnish on afterwards because it's a pain in the butt and I don't enjoy varnishing, which is why I use the Liquitex gloss, the gloss medium, because it dries nice and shiny. So several of you have asked me that question, so let's address that. I don't varnish additionally because I don't like to, and I don't think I have to because it's beautiful and shiny. Not super shiny, but it's nice and it's got a beautiful finish to it, you know. So very cool stuff. So HOA was saying that this one looks like a sunroof on a spaceship or a moonroof. So this is going to be Galactic Moonroof. This is a 24 by 24. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. I really appreciate your time. And we'll see you guys next time. Have a beautiful day. The surprise is coming Sunday, August 16th. So that's this coming Sunday. Okay, we'll see you then.